Well, today's Thursday, and we're up here at the tower. And basically, the road probably ain't been worked on in I don't know how many years. A lot of leaves and stuff, and sending them boys up here with a leaf blower and blow them leaves. You blow them off the road, and then in the ditch, you can just take the excavator, you peel out a couple inches first, and that'll get your organic, your leaves and your sticks and whatever else that you can't use. It'll let you get that out of the ditch. Then you just span it over and throw it over the edge. And then as you dig your ditch deeper, you're gonna get some good rock. You're gonna get some good shale out of there. And you can throw it up here in the road, and you can kind of use it to fill in these ruts or these potholes and stuff. Like right there last night, I dug a big old hog head rock out. There's another one I missed. It was dark. So, and that's what I'll try to do. I'll try to spot as I go. I'll try to spot them big old hog head rocks, and I'll dig them out, and that makes grading this road a heck of a lot easier, because it's already got a little bit in it, but it's got to be super elevated back to the ditch, and then the curved banks, and that way when the water runs down the road, it kicks it over into the ditch. I'm gonna have to put a new culvert in right here. We were supposed to just clean these things out, but there ain't no cleaning out rot. There's the end of it down over the hill right there. I mean, the culvert just rotted. They've been in here who knows how long. The job don't call for any kind of have to get that out there. The job don't call for any culverts to be replaced, but I mean, they're rotted. There's nothing you can do. So this right here I've already started working on last night. We got to dig this down. Gonna dig this out and put riprap all in this ditch. It slows the water down as it's coming down the hill. It slows the water down, and it kind of lets it disperse to where it ain't a cutting force, and it's more mostly just a running like a trickle. Same thing gets done here. They've already kind of scraped the leaves off of this for the most part, and I'll finish this side up. So today we're going to concentrate on getting these roads readdressed. We're going to work all day today, of course. Stay at night in the hotel, and in the morning we're checking out, coming up here. And I'm gonna really try to shut her off there about noon, about lunchtime, and head toward the farm. That's my hopes. Really hoping that everything goes smoothly, because what I ultimately wanted to get done today was this road to be graded, cleaned back up, and ready for gravel. We gotta get the riprap in the ditches before you can gravel the road. Otherwise, you'll be tearing it up all the time. But that's what's on our agenda for today. So we'll try to screwed up on the video there yesterday and moved 2 clips around, so which it ain't too big of a deal. I'm not running for an Oscar or anything, so gotta stay tuned and enjoy this beautiful Thursday. Thanksgiving's gonna be next week. Governor Justice in West Virginia is trying to limit everything, so we're hoping somebody can kick him in the bag and make him go lay down somewhere. Thank you, sir. Day 4 up here. This is a solid rock. This whole road's rock. The whole hill's rock. This whole state's rock. They're up there blowing leaves. Sometimes it's kind of like watching a dog chase his tail. Wind's blowing the leaves back on the road as fast as they're blowing them off the road. Gotta have something to do. But seriously, it makes the job easier. Because what that does is when I'm grading this road, see how there ain't no leaves on that? I'm gonna go there and get my dozer and I'm gonna knock this spoil around, and we're gonna use that rocky spoil to fix the grade. And then I dug that ditch. I know it looks bad, but I'm getting ready to clean it up. We gotta put riprap in that, so we gotta over dig it, because we gotta put 12 inches of riprap in the bottom of it. So a ditch that's 18 inches deep, you put 12 inches of riprap, makes a ditch about 6 inches deep. But the ditches are designed to be wide and not so much be at a point, so that way the water travels across a flat bottom. And then it kind of disperses it to where it's not real deep, but wide, and then it runs across them ripples in that riprap, slows the rock down, slows the water down on the rock, and it cuts down on the erosion. That's the idea. And at the end of it, you put what they call a check dam, which is you take riprap and you pile it up to be about 12 inches higher than the ditch, or 12 inches above the bottom of the ditch. And then that lets that water hit that, and then it stops it, makes it trickle through the check dam. Engineered. Yeah, let's go climb in the dozer, knock this stuff around here, and see if we can't make this road look like a road again. Get her all cleaned up. There's a little bit of organic material in that, but I swear it's all sand. Sand and shale. Let's see if I can. I'll get her cleaned up. Hold tight. Well, it's Friday. Friday morning. Sun's coming up over the mountain. Look at that. Yesterday we worked on the road, put some pipes, culverts and stuff in. I didn't make a video last night. I didn't know until it was dark, and we was headed back to the room that I didn't have enough footage to really make a video. But this is what we got done yesterday. The road's super elevated. It could probably stand a little bit more, but and I might back up here and do a little bit more here, but probably not. I don't know. Probably not. I got to regrade this. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do an executive order and crown this little section here, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's a tid for a tad. Part of it's crowned this way, and then part of it crowns back that way. I don't like it, but that's the way the engineers got it, so. And they're the ones paying the bill. Everything else looks like, I mean, I'm my own worst critic, but a couple places here, the ditch probably needs to be a little bit deeper, but that's rock. I couldn't get it any deeper. And water's gonna flow down it. I'll tell you, if it rains so much, that water comes out of that ditch, if that ditch is not big enough to hold all that water, Corbin, Kentucky is gone. It's underwater. But we got all this rip-wrapped and graded yesterday. Got it rolled in. It was dark last night when we rolled it in. Boy said they seen a bobcat yesterday coming up this road. Everything's cambered and super elevated. Put in a new culvert up here. The other one was rotted, it was gone. I got all this graded last night. I got it super elevated. Wind's picking up. They said it was gonna be windy today. on, I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably get on. We just got this last little bit of riprap from right here. Got this little spot here, but gonna put a little bit of riprap up this ditch to about right here, and it's done. Road's pretty much graded. I did it in the dark last night. I couldn't tell, but it looks like it's got plenty of elevation back toward the hill, so it should be ready. Probably roll it one or two more good times before we start putting the skid steer on it. I think up there on top I got to run the dozer a little bit up on top, but here's an outlet protection. It's actually supposed to be bigger than that, but that's all the real estate that we had to work with. So water comes out and it just busts it up. And boys could actually add a little bit more on that. I didn't tell them. Said it was dark last night, but yeah, they can add a little bit more up here in the front. Probably get them to throw in pieces there on over the hill or something. That way they're not shining. But that's what we got done yesterday. Nice and graded out. So you guys stay tuned. There's a big sunball coming up. I try to kick out of here about 3:30 today. Had to put the boys about 2.5, 3 hours overtime. Plus they'll get 5 hours travel time. And then, of course, their meals was paid for through the week. So you can get somebody to do something they don't want to do if you kind of reward them a little bit. So I try to give them a little bit of overtime and all the other good stuff. But you guys stay tuned. We're gonna have to get to work.